on YouTube. Make sure to tune in and to check out all the great content that we've put in place for you ever since we were here 2 days ago. So as you see appearing on screen, here's the starting grid for this qualifying heat to come, C against E. My dear Chris, how was lunchtime? Do you have time to eat and restore yourself properly?
Just about, but of course we go straight back to racing again with the karts now on track. So let's go through the grid for you. Victor Bernier is going to be on row 1 with Sami Megatunif and all French front row. Then it's Thomas ten Brink and Alexandros Katoulis, row 3. Kai Aski and Isack HADJAR, Sebastian Ojard and Loris Cabarrou on row 4. Francesco Pizzi and Josip Malia Soplupera, row 5. And row 6 is Paul Aron, the championship leader, alongside James Wharton.
And for the rest of the grid, quickly, Josh Dufek, and we're going to have Matthew Rees as well, Tikhon Karitonov and Marin Work on the 8th line, 9th line, Lorenzo Fluxa and Diego Contecha, 10th row, Conrad Lawson and Marcel Cook, 11th row, Santiago Trezzini and Suleiman Zanfari, and 12th row, we have Chichan Wang and Elio Giovanni Gonzalez. As the field of the 24 drivers are about to complete the formation lap, we're going to be good to go for 8 laps. This is the junior category. Over to you, Chris.
Here we go for a start. Let's see if we get away first time. Indeed we do. Sami Megatunif to the right of screen, and the 212 there is slotted into third place, whilst Victor Bernier has held on to the lead. Thomas ten Brink has gone into second place as they go onto the bridge for the first time, the Litchfield Bridge. Over they go for one of 8 times then in this heat. Third place is Megatunif. Fourth place is Kai Aski as they head through hairpin number 1. Fifth place, I think, is Isack HADJAR. And sixth place, definitely, let's have a look as they come round the second hairpin, is Loris Cabarrou down towards the chicane for the first time. On screen for you is your race leader, Victor Bernier. Perfect start for the Frenchman. Pretty decent start for the man who started alongside him as well. Third place after the first corner isn't so bad. I don't think we've had one race where the driver in second has taken the lead. I think maybe one in the seniors, but other than that, the inside has been the most favoured. Bernier, ten Brink, Megatunif, Aski, Katoulis, Cabarrou, HADJAR, Ojard, Pizzi and Soplupera is your top 10 as we have a change over the bridge.
Yeah, first good and clean lap, change over the bridge. I think it was very quickly.
Third place was it? Let's have a look. No, I think it was briefly a change for third. You can see how busy it is now in that part of the track.
So let's see who we have here in second position. Still third, Sami Megatunif ahead of Kai Aski. The two leaders that you have on screen right now, Victor Bernier and Thomas ten Brink. The pressure is on the shoulders of the French driver, still leading the way as he was standing on pole position in this qualifying heat. But Thomas ten Brink from the Netherlands is very, very close indeed, increasing the pressure and trying to, of course, make the move. Shall we see that at the end of this lap as they're about to cross the line? Maybe in the first 3 corners, it's going to be tricky at the hairpin as Victor Bernier is looking over his shoulder. Thomas ten Brink has passed already. My apologies. Victor Bernier in second position, and a move for third with Kai Aski getting past Sami Megatunif for third position just before getting to the bridge all the way down on the straight line. And we have a beautiful move from Kai Aski now in third position, I think, looking over his shoulder after Sami Megatunif, and some of the move just behind, and indeed actually Thomas ten Brink had made the move just before on Victor Bernier, the Frenchman, still chasing of course his opponent with Sami Megatunif, who just lost a position to Kai Aski, 2 positions from his starting grid. It has been going very fast so far as we into the third lap of this qualifying heat, 8 to go of course in total, as we have Josh Dufek and Santiago Trezzini among the fastest on track right now. And we're going to have, I think, a warning flag for the 207, isn't it? This is, I think, back in the field. I'm trying to find his name, 207.
That's Francesco Pizzi, unfortunately, who's received a warning flag. So not too sure what's happened there. But what we do know is that Kai Aski has just set a new fastest lap and has just closed in the leaders. There you can go. There you can see the fastest lap, 57.430. That gap was around a second, I think, at one time. That's at least halved if not all the way, come down, and as a result, Victor Bernier has to make a move. Well, Victor Bernier could see Aski was closing in and has gone past the race leader, Thomas Ten Brink. So Ten Brink may have his teammate to deal with. Kai Aski, Megatunif is just sitting off the lead trio there in 4th place at the moment and is going quicker than anyone on this lap. So this is a good lap from the French driver. Alexandros Katoulis has had Loris Cabarou to deal with at times in this race and has now broken clear and is getting involved with the battle for the lead, actually, Alexandros Katoulis, as they come onto the Litchfield Bridge one more time. Sitting in 6th place is now Isack HADJAR, as we see a change of lead over the bridge. That's Ten Brink going into the lead once again. Now gets on the defensive down at hairpin 1, and another change. There's Victor Bernier back into the lead. Kai Aski doesn't know which way to go. He's got Megatunif to deal with. Alexandros Katoulis is trying to get a place as well. So all 5 in a row as they go down to the chicane, and Isack HADJAR getting closer and closer.
Yeah, beautiful resistance from Victor Bernier, looking over his shoulder to see where the others are. So you got the 2 teammates indeed, Ten Brink and Kai Aski, in that order respectively in 2 and 3rd. It could be interesting to see what Sami Megatunif is going to be able to do, as is faster than the top 3 right now, catching up on the leaders. And we're going to see some change, some good attempt over there from Thomas Ten Brink, who tried to take the inside line in the first corner. That was really brave from the Dutchman. Actually, wasn't successful actually, but he should try again. After the bridge, we see someone in trouble.
Aski's off. Kai Aski off the circuit. Well, that's one of the blind spots for us where we are, and a change for 3rd place. Alexandros Katoulis has gone into 3rd place there, and it looks as if, and a change of lead up ahead. Ten Brink has gone back into the lead. Bernier is 2nd, Katoulis is 3rd, HADJAR is now in 4th place. Let's just update you with who is in 5th. It's Megatunif in 5th place, is it? And 6th place, we believe, then would be Sopripera. Well, not too sure exactly what happened to Kai Aski. It looks as if there was a potential move being made over the bridge, whether it was on Aski or he was the one making the move. We can't say for certain, so we won't assume. But the result is that Kai Aski has fallen down the field as we see yet another change of lead. Victor Bernier once again taking the lead over the bridge. A fantastic race, this one, to get us underway in the afternoon. Behind it looks as if Isack HADJAR is going to be passed as well as they go in towards hairpin number 1. Isack HADJAR losing 2 places there to Sopripera and to Sami Megatunif. Ten Brink still battling away with Katoulis. There they are on screen. Katoulis to the inside is going to take the lead into the chicane.
A fantastic battle going on indeed, as we have some yellow flag waving, and still a change for the lead as well, with Ten Brink getting past in 2nd now, with in the first lead Thomas Ten Brink getting past Victor Bernier. Victor Bernier is in 3rd, and we had Katoulis, I think, in 2nd position right now. Let's make sure. No, sorry, my apologies.
Victor Bernier in the lead.
Victor Bernier is still leader indeed with 2nd position. Ten Brink chased just behind by Josep Maria Sobrepera, who gained the position due to the mechanical problems of Kai Aski earlier in the race. Still some yellow flag as we enter into the last lap, and this small victory maybe for the Frenchman Victor Bernier, chased over there with a group very packed indeed. This is the battle for 2nd position. Thomas Ten Brink still chased behind by the Spaniard Josep Maria Sobrepera. Could we see some attempt and maybe some passing for the 2nd position, as Ten Brink is holding well right now. 3rd position still for the Spaniard. Megatunif in 4th, as Victor Bernier is in last corners, just very soon to grab the win that he has been expecting ever since the weekend started. Checkered flag is out just in front of our box, and this is going to be a win indeed for Victor Bernier. The 2:10 victory for the Frenchman, crossing the line as a winner just in front of Thomas Ten Brink. That was very close, Chris, indeed, in the last laps, in the last corner, with Thomas Ten Brink 2 seconds behind Victor Bernier. He had much to do, of course, just behind him, with Josep Maria Sobrepera being in 3rd position, 2/10 of a second behind. 4th position for Sami Megatunif, who was that close maybe to be on the podium as well. Alexandros Katoulis had a good return in the later stages of this race, ending up in P5, just less than 10 of a second behind Sami Mikhatunov in 4th. Then we have in 6th position Isack HADJAR ahead of Paul Aaron, who gained 4th position, and once again a disappointing performance, maybe in his standards, of course, from Paul Aaron, winner in Sano as a reminder. Then we have Francesco Pizzi in 8th, James Wharton in 9th, Tixon Karitonov is in 10th position ahead of Josh Dufek, and we have in 12th position Loris Kabiru.
In 13th place then it was Sebastian Ojard, Lorenzo Fluxo was 14th, Mayor Martin Weng was...
Gabriel Bortoleto, the Brazilian driver, quite a good result as well so far for Bortoleto. Is going to have alongside him Alexandro Catulas, sorry, I'll get it right. Catulas that we've seen on good form, showing some good pace in the first 3 qualifying heats, missing the victory every time, but he was close actually to be contender in each of the heats he was in. So Alexandros Catulas, Gabriel Bortoleto, a second row with a lot of to expect from those drivers.
Then we come to row 3, Marcus Armand and Isack HADJAR. Row 4 is Vlad Lomko and Loris Kabaru. Then it's Adam Putera and Josip Sobrepera, Georgi Dimitrov and James Wharton. Row 7, Alessandro Senadese and Matthew Rees.
Row 8 is Leonardo Bertinicola and Martin Weng. Then we have 9th row Sebastian Gravlen and Diego Contecha. The 10th row is Kasper Janssen and Marcel Cook. Then 11th row Sen Yuhan and Suleiman Zanfari. 12th row is Tyler Maxson and Elio Giovanni Gonzalez. So that's it, guys, for the quick round of the junior starting grid. This is the confrontation opposing Group B and E as the drivers, 24 of them, are about to complete the lap. Over to you, Chris.
Here we go then, Mini to the left, Megatunov to the right. Who's going to get away better? It's going to be Gabriele Mini who's going to lead them in towards turn number 1. Gabriel Bortoleto going straight into second place. Then I think Sami Megatunov was able to hold on to third. He was. Marcus Armand, I think, has gone up into 4th place as they go over the bridge for the first time. 5th place, I think, is Alexandros Katoulis then. Down towards the first hairpin we go. Gabriele Mini, a fantastic start to the race for him. Just behind Katoulis, I believe that may be Vlad Lomko. And then behind that looks to be, let's have a look. I'm not going to take a guess until I know next time they come across the line. But certainly what we do know is it's Gabriele Mini leading the way out front from Gabriel Bortoleto. Sami Megatunov is third from Marcus Armand in 4th place as they turn their way through the last couple of corners. And in 5th place is Alexandros Katoulis.
A clean lap so far for the leader Gabriele Mini. He took advantage of his pole position to hold the advantage and the first position ahead of Gabriele Bortoleto. But Bortoleto is very, very close from the Italian driver. This is a battle going on for first position as they make their way up over the bridge down into the straight line. Shall we see an attempt and a move that just happened behind for 3rd position, wasn't it? We're in battle for 4th with Alexandro Katoulas just getting past, and a change for the lead as it just happened in the hairpin with Gabriele Mini just getting passed by Gabriele Bortoleto. Could he try to attack back in the second hairpin? It's not happening yet for Gabriele Mini, back in 2nd position with the advantage taken by Gabriele Bortoleto. As we said, this is one of the spots where we could expect a lot of overtaking to happen. It happened a lot of times already. Once again, Gabriele Bortoleto in the lead ahead of Gabriele Mini. And Mini actually should better look over his shoulder because Sami Megatunov is not far behind, as well as Marco Aman in 4th, Alexandro Katoulas in 5th. Then we have for the rest of the top 10 as they came across once again the line. We have Vlad Lomko, Isack HADJAR, Georgi Dimitrov, Josep Sobrepera and Adam Putera. This is your top 10.
Well, Gabriel Bortoleto, the driver who finished 8th in the championship last year, leading the way at the moment, the 2nd highest seeded driver in terms of the drivers who have returned for another season in the class this year. Of course, at the top of those being Adrien David, who is having a dismal season so far. The 3rd of those being Zach O'Sullivan, who was 12th last season. But Gabriel Bortoleto, 8th last year, he's having a good start to this 2nd round. Took 2 wins, then had a 2nd. Let's see what he can do in this one, the Brazilian, as he turns his way through the Mike Wilson complex. This lap number 3, Gabriele Mini will be desperate to pick up a win there in second place as well as they come out of the last corner and down the start-finish straight. Megatunif there in third, head down for him as Alexandra Katoulis trying to get a little bit closer as well. He's setting purple sectors in fourth. Armand is fifth. Quickest lap is Tyler Maxon down in 18th place.
And still Gabriele Mini among the fastest on track with the fastest lap, and now a move that just happened indeed. This is battle for fourth, isn't it? With
I think that was Isack HADJAR actually who made the move down in 7th place.
Yeah, so Isack HADJAR made the move on the Vlad Lomko, as we're gonna confirm this, but that's what happened. Thank you, Chris, for confirming this. This is the battle, of course, for 6. Isack HADJAR that just got past Vlad Lomko. As you got the leader in picture, Gabriel Bortoleto with less than 2/10 of a second ahead of Gabriele Mini. Gabriele Mini, one of the fastest on track, and hold this position pretty well with 1 meter behind the leader, Brazilian driver Bortoleto. So Gabriele Mini still has a lot to say in this race, with Sami Megatunif trying to catch up just behind in third position. 3/10 of a second of a gap for the French driver in third position. And in fourth we have Alexandros Katoulas. Marcus Aman is in fifth, as we see a cart of one unlucky drivers out there.
I think that's Loris Cabarou who's gone off, the French driver. It's a real shame for Cabarou. But back to the leaders we must go. Defending, as you'll see there, is the driver, I think that's Vlad Lomko, actually having to defend from a number of drivers, including the likes of Sopripera. Dimitrov is in that fight, as is Putera, Wharton, and a little bit of contact, I think Guillaume suggesting, as there comes a move. That's Josep Maria Sopripera going by, and it could get worse here for the driver ahead, Vlad Lomko, who's now having to defend from Adam Putera, who turns his way through the Mike Wilson complex. There's a warning going out for Georgi Dimitrov, who's also involved in that fight as well. Top 3, though, have escaped down the road, Guillaume. Fastest lap to the driver at the back of the trio, Sami Megatunif.
Yeah, the Frenchman is 57.1 in third position, less than 2/10 of a second behind.
Move from Isack HADJAR for 5th place on Marcus Amar.
And Isack HADJAR, who's flying right now after passing Vlad Lomko, he just got past Marcus Armand for 5th position. Could we see the French driver being back in contention for the lead? And a move happening right now. It was for the lead, I think, with Sami Megatunif.
Megatunif's done both of them in one corner, both Gabriele Mini and Gabriel Bortoleto. What a move from the Frenchman. There he is, absolutely flying. Well, I think he must have thought, I'm going to go for a move on Gabriele Mini, who at the same time had thought, I'm going to go for a move on Gabriel Bortoleto, and then it all just kind of worked itself out afterwards.
Impressive move indeed. Sami Megatunif, who took the inside line, as it was kind of expected, but not so quickly, and not the 2 in a row. And another change, Gabriele Mini that just get past to Sami Megatunif just before the bridge, and Gabriele Mini, the pole sitter, back in third position, and a change in second position as well for Gabriele Bortoleto, who just got past Megatunif again. This is changing every lap as we head almost into the last lap after this one. And maybe this is the key moment for Gabriele Mini to hold on the lead in front of Gabriel Bortoleto. Sami Megatunif back in third. Could he actually try to recover some ground and get back in first position? He has Alexandro Katoulas just behind in fourth. What a move we've just seen for Gabriele Mini just before the bridge. That was kind of brave from the Italian driver, knowing that, of course, there's some elevation after the hairpin, so a better exit from Gabriele Mini, and he was able to take back the lead, as well as Gabriel Bortoleto, just behind. So Megatunif has one more lap to try to recover some ground.
Yeah, Megatunif does, but I don't think he's going to be able to. Bortoleto looks to be in a bit of a comfortable position at the moment. Meanwhile, Gabriele Mini has absolutely run away with this. 4th place is Alexandros Katoulas. 5th place is Isack HADJAR. Then it is in 6th place Marcus Armand. So that is your top 6 at the moment. Sopripera in 7th is coming under a bit of pressure here from Vlad Lomko, but I think Lomko is just about going to run out of time. And the top 10 at the moment being completed from Dimitrov and Putera. But Gabriele Mini looks set to take a victory here in his final heat of the day. This all of their 4th heats now, and Gabriele Mini is going to round out the day with a win. Out of the last corner, and Gabriele Mini is going to take the win then from 2nd place Gabriel Bortoletto. Sami Megatunev finishes in 3rd place. 4th place to Alexandros Katoulis. 5th place to Isack HADJAR. Marcus Arman finishes in 6th place. Josep Maria Sobrepera is 7th place. Vlad Lomko is in 8th place. Then we have Georgi Dimitrov in 9th. Adam Putera in 10th. Matthew Rees in 11th. And McQueen 12th.
Alessandro Cadenesi is in 13th position ahead of Tyler Maxson in 14th. 15th place for Kasper Jensen and 16th for Suleiman Zanfari ahead of Diego Cantecha in 17th position. 18th position for Marcel Cook. James Wharton is in P19. 20th position for Maya Wong ahead of Elio Gonzalez in 21st position. 3 drivers, unfortunately, we didn't see a checkered flag, even though Sebastian Graveland wasn't able to take part in this qualifying heat, unfortunately for him. And you saw briefly on screen appearing the kart of the 258 Leonardo Bertinicola from Italy. Unfortunately for him, he couldn't see the checkered flag either, as well as Loris Kabiru. As you can see, the drivers pushing back their kart to the scrutineering zone, where we're going to find back, I think, Henri, who's going to try to have a quick chat with at least the one of the top drivers. Gabriele Mini, winner of this qualifying heat. And we're gonna hand it over to you, Henry, in a few seconds. Just give us a call, of course, when you can find someone. The time for all the drivers to be in the area. Gabriele Bortoletto in 2nd position, Sami Megatunev in 3rd. It could have been the other way around, wasn't it, Chris? Because Sami Megatunev was briefly in the lead after what has to be called a brave move on the 2 drivers, but Gabriele Mini actually was able to keep the pace and actually made the move back.
It was a move worthy of a race win, in my opinion, but for whatever reason, Megatunev wasn't quite able to hold on, and in the end, Gabriele Mini took the win, of course, from Gabriel Bortoletto. But I think now Henry is ready for us, so we are going to hand over to Henry, who is down in the pits.
Well, we're a little bit slow getting the drivers to the Parc Fermé area at the end of that last junior race, because the kart of number 258, the Italian driver, Mr. Leonardo Berta-Colla, who retired just at the end, he was pushed into pits and had to push his kart all the way down just in front of all the leaders. They came in, so we've got several very tired drivers coming through now. Gabriele Mini taking the win, and Sami Megatunev also after a great 3-way scrap. But we'll speak to Mr. Bortoletto, the 3rd member of that lead duel, very shortly. Just give him a chance to get his crash helmet off. And Gabriel, who thought he had escaped his media duties for today, but Gabriele Mini escaped there. And Gabriel, you said earlier that this was a beautiful circuit, and you know that was would you describe that as a beautiful battle? The 3 of you, Sami and yourself and Mr. Mini, who ended up winning, enjoyed some really good racing there.
Yeah, it's a very good race. He's a good pilot, and it's a difficult battle, and this.
But but you're still looking good for the final. You know, tomorrow you've got another heat tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I have 1 heat tomorrow, and I have 4 penalties because I have 2 seconds and 2 firsts.
Okay, well, good. Congratulations, Gabriel, and we will see you tomorrow.
See you.
Bye. So, a couple of the other drivers coming in there now. All these drivers have got 1 more heat race to do tomorrow morning. There's Isack HADJAR looking a little bit hot and bothered, and we'll allow Isack to maybe take his crash helmet off and have a quick chat with us. You take your helmet off and have a brief chat for the cameras. Isack, again, running with the Forza racing team, and you know the competition right up and down this nearly 60 strong grid there. There's Georgi Dimitrov's kart getting pushed on. So Isack, you know, just How was that race for you?
I did a really bad start, and I was fast, so I did a very aggressive race, and I finished fifth.
And so you're obviously like still pushing forward, looking for tomorrow's last heat, and then to make it into the final.
Yeah, I think I can entry in the final really easily.
Excellent, congratulations, well done, and a good race there, Isack.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, well, so as I said, Isack HADJAR battling through to fifth, just behind.